I remember being a kid in a classroom and the teacher had dimmed the lights and had us all push our desk to the middle of the room so, we could see the TV straight on for the best picture. And watching the power of the Saturn V rockets and knowing that there were live crews aboard, seeing them land on the moon and learn how to walk in that alien environment, and gather samples and conduct science, and then come back and walk among us again and tell us about it. That was just thrilling for me. And even though I didn't understand all the technological aspects of it, I knew that I wanted to be a part of that excitement and that adventure. And so it was really interesting for me then years later to be standing at Kennedy Space Center watching a shuttle launch and remembering how I felt during those Apollo days and thinking, well, I've come full circle. One of the things that I do for NASA is monitor the health of our work culture. I learn what our strengths are and try to compound those and look for our weaknesses and try to improve those. And I'm very proud to say that in its category, Stennis Space Center has been among the top 5 best places to work across the federal government. There are a lot of women that I've drawn inspiration from over the years, and actually if I had to name them, I would say certainly Susan Kroski, who's now the Chief Financial Officer at Kennedy Space Center, and Marina Beningo, who worked here at Stennis for many years. Both were instrumental in my coming to work for NASA and were very helpful to me over time. Certainly my current boss, Darcy Jones, who's the manager of the Office of Human Capital, I learn something from her every day. But if there's one person that I would say influenced me the most, it would certainly be my mother, Alice. She taught me about good work habits. She was a librarian for over 40 years. She was the head of the catalog department at a university library. And I spent a lot of time at the library watching her work and just being a part of things. And I noticed that she was very organized and very focused. And I watched how those two things seemed to feed off of each other. The more organized she was, the more she could focus and have fun, and it brought out the best in her. And she also taught me the value of good reading and writing skills. If you're interested in a STEM field, keep going. There's so much to discover and so much to be a part of with NASA. This is work that isn't being conducted anywhere else in the world. Now, if you decide that a STEM field is not for you, don't worry, because NASA requires many different types of skills in order to accomplish its missions.